Today we talked about the top 10 worst things about Microsoft Windows.
And Joe's one measly fucking complaint.
Stay to the end. It's worth it.
Developers.
Welcome back to the department with Joe, Noah, and Kenny.
We're gonna dive into it and bitch about Windows.
So number one, start menu placement is static.
Now,
That makes it sound boring.
Yeah.
here's the thing though. So start menu placement is static means we cannot fucking move it or resize it, which we've had TikTok users try to tell us you can move it. You fucking can't move it.
You're
No.
lying. You can move the icons, but you can't move the bar. You remember
I want
Windows
the
7?
whole bar on the left-hand side, so it's fucking over here.
Windows 7, maybe even Windows 8, you can fucking move it.
Every Windows. Windows
used
9,
Windows 8?
10, all of them. The one they threw out in the trash, it was still in the fucking code.
Could you do it in 95? Yeah, you could do it in 95.
That's what I said. You could do it since
How about
95.
Windows-
now Windows 11, these new people come in and they get all fucking excited. We're going to make it better. Taking features away doesn't make things better, like when you take away ports.
How about Windows Millennium Edition?
Yes!
How about Windows 3.1?
All of them.
I don't think Windows
DOS,
3.1
MS
has
DOS.
that
You could break the fucker sideways. You turned it like an iPhone.
3.1 didn't have a start menu yet. 95 was the first start
I
menu.
know.
3.1 had a program manager. Calm down.
Should pull it up.
What's so funny too is, do you remember when Windows 11 was first released? You couldn't even move the icons to the left.
Oh.
They were centered
Yeah,
no
that
matter
was a
what.
later thing that you were allowed to do it after people bitched. And then they're like, but you didn't fix the actual fucking problem.
Because everybody would go muscle memory down to the left. I personally like it in the center. I like it now.
I don't like
I
mine
keep
at
it
the
there.
bottom, and here's the reason. The reason I don't like mine at the bottom is I use Synergy at home, so I'm running 4 different computers. And I've got my Windows machine up here, I've got my Mac down here, I've got my 2 Linux over here. So when I'm moving Windows through Synergy, it brings up that fucking start bar, and I don't want the start bar because I just want to go down to the next screen below it. And then, because usually I'm watching a movie or something up on that screen, or I'm playing Factorio or something, and then you do that, and you go to the next one, the fucking thing takes away the focus, so now you get a...
Dude,
Fucking
it's just literal facts. It's going to always take up room on your screen unless you auto-hide it. Does anybody auto-hide?
Fuck auto hide.
Nobody auto-hides their taskbar anymore.
No, because then you gotta like.
I
get down-
only auto-hide if I can't get it to get out of my fucking way.
It's only your option now, right? You can't
Yeah.
move to the side. But it's, what, 1920 by 1080. Whoops, I did it backwards. 1920 by 1080. So this side of the screen, the thing that's going to be there all the time, your taskbar, it takes up less pixels on that side. And we all scroll through web pages. Which way? This way. You don't scroll this way. So I want to see more of the web page this fucking way. I'm going to call up Bill Gates, kick him in the nuts, and say, fix this fucking shit. Screw that AIDS stuff. This is important.
You know what's funny? You guys are complaining about this. I've never moved my taskbar.
Nobody knows. It's like fucking.
I love it at the bottom.
when Windows Internet Explorer, and they were just like, well, this is going to be the best for everybody.
It's so funny though.
So for all of our
I like it at the bottom.
Yeah.
So for all of our TikTok users out there that try to say you can move it, you cannot move it without a registry hack. That is not something that you can do anymore. You used to be able to just pick it up and drag it, just like Rocket Dock. I can pick it up and drag it wherever I want on Mac, and I can do the same on fucking Linux. But I cannot do it on Windows without fucking it up.
Yep.
You got to go to hkey-local machine.
We'll get to that number
window.
9. We'll come back there.
Yeah. I know most people don't do it, but there's a lot of things that people don't do in Windows, and they save those stupid features for people.
It really gets beneficial when you're trying to do multi-windows. Like when you're trying to do 4 windows on a screen. And you have one over here, and you got like one up here.
Yeah. Dude, you want to talk about, sorry, this is a little side thing, but Mac screws that all up.
Yeah.
What?
With the sidebar. It goes on one monitor, not all of them. At least Windows does do that. It puts your taskbar on all.
It's not the full taskbar, but it is something. Like you don't get all the. You can't go to your settings, or you can't go to the time, or like you don't have all the widgets and everything that you do on your main taskbar and your main window.
Are you talking about Mac?
No, on Windows.
Oh, right. It's got all your things, but it doesn't have like the sound and whatever.
Right.
You're right. It doesn't have that.
But it does keep the screen real estate the same across all the screens. So.
Yes, it does.
I also hate that you have the taskbar or your dock on the right on the fucking Mac. I hate that. Oh my god.
It's the same argument, Mr. Noah.
It sucks. I love
They
it at the
can't
bottom.
see what you're talking about, but I do it on Mac too for the same fucking reason. Less pixels on the right side. That's a good idea.
Could you tell?
Bring it closer.
Could you tell that this guy likes cameras and fucking pixels and shit? Like,
Doug's
geez.
gonna notice it's a shittier camera this time. I'm sorry, the good camera's
If he
out to
didn't
repair
say
it.
anything, he wouldn't have known.
He knows. Doug
You
knows.
in the YouTube
He's the
compression, he's gonna be able to tell.
The Doug father, or whatever we said.
The Doug father, yeah. It's the Doug father.
Kenny did. All right. Is that we covered that one enough?
We can
went
move on
5
from the
minutes
start menu into the actual UI inconsistency.
This is who said this one? You.
This is Noah.
This is me.
Noah.
So Windows XP was great, right?
Yes, it was.
I remember when I was a kid, I could go to the control panel and know how to get to shit.
Yeah,
I
it
was 5.
great.
I was 5 fucking years old. And then Windows 7 made it even better, or Windows Vista, I guess, made it even better. You know, you had the arrow theme, and you had all the icons, and you had everything underneath those icons. And every menu was the same in control panel.
About the only thing Vista did right.
I was gonna say I didn't have a Vista, but go
7, 8, 8, and 8.1 all had that same control panel. Then you go to Windows 10, and they go, let's make a modern settings panel. I was all for it. I'm like, okay, great. Every single button in that fucking settings panel brings you to a new window, and what windows does it bring up? Fucking control panel.
Yeah.
So what's the point of having the modern settings?
Well, here's the best part, right? So when I first got into Windows 10, I hated that about it. So what you do is Windows key X, settings, and then it brings up the real control panel.
Yep.
Really?
Because it's like going to the grocery store, right? You're like, I know where everything's at in the store. I can go down this aisle and get 4 things. You get down the aisle, you're like, who the fuck put toilet paper next to dog food? Who
makes
thought
no sense.
that was a good goddamn idea?
You're
the
fucking right.
And the thing with Windows 11 is they promised that control panel was going to be completely deprecated.
Okay.
It's not. You can
It's
switch
not.
to the old one. You can switch back to the good one. Like it has that switch to classic button.
And you can still get to control. If you go deep enough in the new modern settings, there is settings that when you click it, it just brings up the old window.
Yeah, it does. The best part is if you just type what you're looking for, like I want device manager, I can just bring that up without having to go through all the bullshit, at least.
And the other thing too,
So 11 didn't fix it.
no,
I'm
11
not
made,
on 11 because of the taskbar
11
thing that
made
we already covered.
settings even fucking worse.
Really?
Because everything is embedded in there now. Because most of those classic features have buttons in settings somewhere.
Yeah.
So if you don't go out of your way to open control panel, you're using that settings panel. So the worst part for me working at a business, and for any technicians out there, you would know this, when you go to domain join a device, you used to be able to go to Explorer, you open up an Explorer window, right click on this PC and click properties. And it would just bring you up right to where you can join it to the domain. Now if you do that, it just brings up settings and it brings up about this PC. And they want to get rid of all the domain join stuff. They want you to use Entra and Intune and all that. So you have to go down 3 different settings panels before you can even get to the option to join the domain. It's fucking stupid.
See, when we joined a domain, we always used MSC panels, so I've never done it that way.
That's where it is. That's what I'm talking about. That's what it brings up.
No, but we bring up the MSC panels and would just add the actual objects to,
Oh, I see
to
what
do
you're
the
saying.
computers
Yeah,
and stuff in there, not actually going to the My Computer option down
Yeah.
to properties. But I know what it used to be there. You used to be able to go and be like, change it from work group to fucking
Right.
domain and login. Yeah, they did move that.
But there's so many little tiny things that, like, you know when you're switching from Windows 11 back to the old stuff. Like, you're clicking, and then all of a sudden an XP type window comes up. And it's blurry too. You could tell, like, around it can't deal with that pixel density. It's just a little blurry.
But like when that window comes up from XP, you're like, finally.
And I know how to use it.
I
Yes.
can do something.
Yes.
Because all those squishy menus before that, you can't fucking do anything.
The worst thing too is printers. If you go to, and printers is a whole nother episode. We could do a top 10 on printers.
I was gonna say,
printers.
Printers has nothing to do with Windows, so we'll save that for another time.
I was going to talk about the Windows part of it, but
I mean, go ahead and bitch about the Windows part.
well,
of it, but
yeah,
printers
the Windows
themselves.
part. If you go to settings and you do printers, you could just do add printer device, and that's pretty much the only option it gives you, and it just starts listing the printers on your network. If you go to control panel, you can go to printer properties, printer preferences. You can add all this shit. You can manually add the driver if you want to. What the? Why are we going backwards? Printers didn't catch up with the times.
Somebody at Microsoft looked at an iPhone and was like, we need everything to be like this. People are buying these things. And you're like, that's great for this. But when I'm there, I don't want it simple. I want to be able, I bought that thing so it could do shit.
Still better than Windows 8, though.
But I was going to say, if they made it like an iPhone, it would actually fucking work.
This is not top 10 iPhone. We'll fucking get into that fucking bullshit.
UI inconsistency is a
Moving
big
on.
one for me, but
We're
let's move
moving on from UI
5 minutes each
inconsistency.
topic. 5, we're going to say it.
Joe, this one was yours. Complex help and troubleshooting pass. So when you click it,
Hey,
it
I
gives you the option.
reworded it.
Everything.
It's when you click the help and troubleshooting.
Oh my god! Right? okay. We were all excited.
Jesus Christ.
So we were all dude. I forgot the topic. I'm sorry, but no, we were all excited when you're in the settings and then that Windows XP comes up and like goofy looking window and you're like, yeah, I can actually do something. And then whatever you're working on doesn't work, and it brings up that little menu, and the bottom it's like troubleshooting or like let Windows figure it out. You click that button. That button hasn't done anything since 1995.
It didn't even do anything then.
But that was the last time they updated it. It goes like, there's this little progress bar that doesn't do shit, and then it goes, whatever your problem was, list your problem. Yep, that still broke. You're like, it just never fixed anything for anybody.
You know what's the greatest thing? There's actually a window, and you've probably seen it, where it does that, where it says, searching Microsoft for help, or whatever, and then at the end, it says, we couldn't fix your issue. It's like, no shit, you couldn't fix my issue.
Please go here to the forum or whatever to submit your issue.
It's just basically...
And then it brings you to a non-existent Microsoft page because they haven't updated that window in 10 years.
Best case scenario, it Googled it for you and brought up, but Bing's version of it.
And the best part is that if you are an IT person like we are, and you go to those Microsoft forums, the people that are answering you and giving you the correct answers are not Microsoft employees. There are other people that got fucked by the same shit.
Because and then right at the top of that forum page, whenever you open it, it always says, do not give your personal information out to these people. They do not work for us.
Yeah, but that's the thing is they're smarter than the people that work for them because they're like, hey, you fucked this up and I had to fix it, asshole.
I'd rather just go to Reddit and find somebody that had that issue 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Correct.
Apple has the Genius Bar, but the Genius Bar has just, I'm just aside real quick, the Genius Bar has just turned into a, your phone doesn't work. You know, we sell another one over there. They don't need a fucking Genius for that. Moving on.
I deal with that a lot too. When you're installing obscure software that maybe doesn't work on your version of Windows, or you're trying to run in a compatibility mode, and it just gives you an error code. It's like 0x00 blah blah blah. And it's like, even for an IT person, that means nothing to me. I'm
My favorite thing
what?
Listening to you guys complain about this tells me one thing that I have you don't. Neither one of you write software.
Yeah.
Because when mine comes up, I have a debug option because it knows I have Visual Studio installed.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to say debug, and it'll take me where that part of the code is.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I was like, I get one more option you guys don't, and guess what? It still doesn't fucking help.
I've never clicked the troubleshoot button because I'm going to do a better job than the computer to fix it.
It's not gonna. It's this little promise, like a little promise of hope, and it's
When I was a kid, I loved it. On
Anything.
like Windows 7, I was like, "Oh my god, I could click troubleshoot. It's gonna fix this. I'm gonna be able to use the Pirate Bay again." And then it goes, "You're fucked."
It's like, you're in trouble. You should go shoot yourself.
Yeah, it does not.
AI wasn't around when I was a kid. All right.
All right, that was 5.
Fuck that.
Moving on to the next. Oh, this one's a tough one. This is oof.
Number 4, ads and promoted content in the UI.
So this started on Windows 10, and we'll even go back to Windows 8 because I believe the big start menu. Remember Windows? Did you use Windows 8?
Yes. Briefly, like only because I had to for work.
Windows 8 sucked. Worse than Vista.
They went from 8 to 8.1 within like a month.
Yeah, yeah. Windows 8 got rid of the start menu. That was the big thing. You click start, and it brought you to the tiles. The
tiles. Oh god, the tiles.
Towards the end of 8.1, you started to see sponsored material on that start menu.
Wow. Really?
I didn't personally pay, but the computer manufacturer, whoever I bought the computer from, paid for a Windows license. Why do I have to see fucking CNBC on my home screen? Why?
That's how they subsidized the cost for the OEM license. They were like, well, we're going to put ads in there, motherfucker.
But if I buy a $110 full form, whatever Windows Pro license, I'm still going to get that ads? Yeah.
Yeah, same thing.
It always feels like Microsoft is trying to be sneaky. Like every time.
Right.
Like, and they get caught with that shit, and then they wait like 5 years and do it again.
But you just kind of like, you have even my computer at work where we have all sorts of group policies and GPOs and stuff that are supposed to block all that stuff. There is still so much. You get like their news, their weather, it all just pops up on you. You open your start menu, it says, hey, download the Xbox app. No! Fuck, dude. It's like it's software as a service, man. It sucks.
Beyond ads and promoted content, because I've seen that. You know what the one that bugs me the fucking most about Windows 11 is?
What you got?
The weather in the bar. It's got to make it like fucking pretty and move and shit. It's got to like try to draw your attention to it all goddamn day.
And then they'll say temperatures plummeting. Shut the fuck up!
I like that you have the weather there. I don't need you like fucking tickering it to me every 10 seconds.
Sometimes it'll even be like, San Francisco's 56 degrees, and I'm like, I'm 3,000 miles away from San Francisco. I don't care. Oh my god, yeah, that little one at the bottom left fucking
That's the one in
sucks.
Windows 11 that I hate the most because it's like, now I feel like shit because it's raining here, but you told me Tampa's sunny.
And you know what's great? You can't choose what weather app to use. You have to use MSN weather.
Oh dear. They're all getting it probably from the same place anyway.
But I don't want to go to MSN in 2026.
No.
All right.
Now, ads just put in content without your permission. It just irks people. And then you just never thought it would get to the OS level.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Mac, I don't
Because everything else, like if I have a software that I installed, I'm just like, oh, there's ads, uninstall. I can't uninstall Windows, right? Like, what are you going to do?
Chrome, I can kind of understand it because Chrome OS is basically just a web browser. Whatever.
It is.
It might just have
But
ads.
you're going to get, just because of the...
Chrome is
Right.
Android, so it's just...
But Mac OS doesn't have any of that stuff.
Well,
No.
and they're competing. Well, this isn't on the list, but Neo,
Yeah, the Neo's nice.
Pretty nifty.
I've been looking up the Neo.
right? And Tim Apple, he's on his way out.
Yeah,
So
Tim's
what are you
gone.
guys going to do?
Tim's already gone.
This was the process. Like, we all knew who was going to take his spot months ago. So,
He wasn't going to be around long. He started sucking Trump's dick.
15 years is usually like a good time for a CEO. Like, that's...
His PR moves
Get out
are
before it blows up.
Yeah.
So, anyways, what are we on,
Who's the-
number
who-
five?
Now we
it?
can move
Number
on to number
five.
5.
I'll let you guys
Aggressive
go on
Magic
this
and
one.
Microsoft Edge and Bing.
I like Edge. You guys go. I
You know
love
what?
it.
Is it the millennial thing?
I hate Edge.
That we just, I can't ever, it's, no, I can't use that
I
word.
want Internet
But if you
Explorer
were,
6 again.
right, if someone messed with you for years, for 15 years they fucked with you, and then all of a sudden, some guy goes, that guy's not that bad. You're like, fuck that motherfucker. No. So Windows, you fucks with Internet Explorer that fucked my whole family, fuck you. Never doing it again. Because you go over to your mom's house or taskbars like that, you installed 7 viruses on my fucking computer, takes 3 hours to fucking open, and then she thinks it's my fucking problem to fix it. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck how good Edge ever gets.
We're not on Internet Explorer 11 anymore.
You can't just change the name of it, Facebook, and fix it.
It's completely different now.
Is Meta different than Facebook?
It's based on Chromium now.
I'm sorry. He has
Do
a
you know
bad
what-
connection. He's going to have
do
to
you
call
know-
back later.
Do you
I
know?
can't
Do you
hear
know
him.
what Chromium is?
I do.
It's based on Chromium.
So?
It works so
they-
well. It's integrated into your OS. It's great. I
That's what
love
they did
it.
before, and that's how they fucked everybody.
No, Internet Explorer always sucked. It always sucked. You just used it. It was a vessel. I loved Internet Explorer. You want to know why I loved Internet Explorer? Because it let me go to Chrome.com.
I love Opera. I've been into Opera lately. It's been my browser of choice. And
You're a Linux guy, though.
I'll agree with Joe for the fact that Microsoft Edge will never get my usage unless I fucking have to. Because I would uninstall it if you could, but you fucking can't.
Nope, you can't.
The worst thing about Edge is that Bing is the default search engine. I changed it. I changed it to Google right
Here's
away.
the thing. I will give Bing this, all right? So Google is starting to get to the point now where things are starting to get a lot more filtered out. And you're starting to see things are indexed as well. I will say Bing's image search does a fuckload better than Google's
Really?
image search.
I don't think I've
Especially if
ever
you're trying
used
to do
Bing.
reverse lookups. So if you're trying to take an image and compare to the image, I find that Bing does a better job with that than Google. Now, I could be wrong, or it could just be the pictures I'm searching are better cataloged on Microsoft. But every time I look it on Google, it brings me like some fucking random photo that has nothing to do with when I sent it. But Bing at least gets in the wheelhouse.
Well, yeah, but like their AI is just, I don't know why. It's just terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Like, because I searched, like, I wanted to see how much a 26 megapixel image, how much do you need to process that, or like what kind of, freaking, come on, the card you put in the computer.
GPU.
GPU, thank you. What kind of GPU you'd need for that, right? And it was like to process that in an image, the camera inspection system, right? And it was like, oh, okay, for that, you're probably going to need like 12 gigs of RAM. I'm like, holy shit, that's a lot. So then I was like, well, the one I'm using now is 2 megapixels. How much is that? And it said 14 gigs of RAM. And you're like, what the fuck? So I was like, well, now I can't trust the first one. I'm like, damn it, AI, you fucker. But
So I'll also give you a work purpose for me why I use Edge, and I'll say at home, I'm on Mac OS and I use Safari.
That's fine.
I enjoy Safari.
Safari, you have to use Safari in some cases now because there are certain things that don't work outside of Safari anymore.
I also like the
picture-in-picture is broken outside of Safari for the most part.
I like the gestures, and you get very good integration with the Mac OS gestures in Safari. In Chrome, they're there, it just doesn't work as well. Edge I use at work because in security and really anything Microsoft-based, Microsoft Defender, Entra, all of their like online software as a service portals that we use, I don't know if it's a placebo. They just feel snappier when I use Edge. I think it's because it's their proprietary browser. They're made to be used in Edge. I just really like it. And all the browsers are very similar nowadays. I don't really see a whole lot of difference.
This isn't a complaint. My favorite feature of browsers today, and I'll say that Safari is probably the best at this. Opera's doing pretty well. When I'm on my Mac and I have a thing of tabs up and I want to look at them on my phone later, I can get to the same tab group that I have on my Mac. And you can do it in Opera too. Now you have to sync the account on Opera to do that. But Google does that also, but
it's
Handoff. Handoff's
it's
really good.
It's really
Handoff is
bad. They
much
do
better.
it, but it is really bad.
Yeah. But that would be the one that I think Safari does the fucking best on.
Yeah. And that just goes back to Apple being able to integrate with its software and hardware.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So it's not actual browser that upsets me. It's the history of
Yeah, and you know what? I never used Internet Explorer. And if I ever had to use Internet Explorer, it was because at work, when I worked at a hospital, there were certain portals and things that you could only get to in Internet Explorer.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you a story.
And now they don't have
So,
Internet Explorer. So
Back in my day, we had this thing called dial-up internet.
what's that, Kenny?
And most people...
We're the same age.
Most people
sorry.
had AOL.
Oh.
And they would put these things called parental controls on their child's accounts. Well, guess what doesn't carry over to Internet Explorer?
Parental controls.
Yeah. Because once the modem's connected, it doesn't fucking matter what browser you use to search porn with.
I didn't know that.
Do you want to go back in time and tell
That's how
young
we're-
Joe?
I should have went over to Kenny's house. Well,
You should have been there more often.
I should have called first and then gone over to Kenny's house.
Yeah, let me minimize the Explorer.
Hey, I don't want to use your. I'm actually going to bring your.
Yeah, can you minimize your windows? Cool, I'm coming in. Right? Yeah.
I'm going to bring my computer. I don't want to touch that thing. We collectively loaded half of a woman in 4 hours on both of our computers.
That's me and Joe.
I hope Opus fixed that one out. Oh my god.
Wait, it's like Britney Spears.
Nobody's ever had to jerk off the dial-up before. If you haven't, well,
I never
you're not
had to.
living.
You know what we should do? We should design a web page that is basically just like the dial-up experience for porn. So you have to go back in time and like watch your porn like pixel by pixel load, or you have to watch your videos in this fucking small, and they have to be like real player.
It's a fucking GIF, is what it is, right? And you're like, well, Alan, you get way less picky. Let me tell you
The
that.
guy's going in and out anyways. It's just the same.
It's
yeah.
fine. Just rewind forward.
And nowadays we're like, we need Blu-ray, we need 4K. We're like, back when
I
we
need to
were in
see
high
every
school,
pubic hair.
I'd have jerked off to a Lego that looked like a chick.
Right? You jerked off one of them pictures that were legs, but they were actually hot dogs.
What?
You've never seen that picture?
What?
He's never seen that yet.
Oh.
He's probably also never seen the Eric Estrada one that's not a leg, it's his fucking it's his armpit.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen that.
All right, so now we can move on.
This has nothing to do with the episode.
I think we should get back on track.
Sorry, Kim.
We tried.
Let's move on to number 6, mandatory Microsoft account and cloud sync. This here, I will say, Noah and I basically, the one thing I hate about it is local accounts dead, which is fucking annoying because if you are people like my grandmother who aren't getting online and all they want to do is play fucking solitaire, they don't need a Microsoft account. And it was fine. You used to be able to do a local account up until recently they took it away. Why take it away when there is still usages for it?
Yep.
I get that it's a security concern, and I get that you have to worry about it.
Yeah.
But if my grandmother's solitaire gets hacked, I'm not coming after you, Microsoft. Calm the fuck down.
So what's really funny about this, Ken, is I re-imaged a couple computers at work for the first time in a few months since I got promoted. If you have Windows 11 Pro or Enterprise, you can still do a local account.
Yes, Pro you can.
And it's behind like 5 different pages. You have to go to add worker school account, then you have to go to more options, and then you have to go to I don't have a Microsoft account, and then it says domain join instead. You click that, and it lets you make a local account. But you know what? When you get to that local account, you can't open half of the fucking apps.
Oh, wow.
They force you. They just say, you need a Microsoft account. You know what you can't open? Edge.
That'd be the reason right now. I'd be like, I ain't fucking using Edge. Fuck this shit.
I tried to open
Fuck yourself.
before I joined it to our domain, I tried to open Edge to download one of our management softwares, and it said, you can't use this without a Microsoft account.
Wow.
Fuck you, Microsoft.
Wow.
So you can make a local account, or you can also go to, going back to number 2, UI inconsistencies, you can go to computer management, which is a Windows XP application. And
Only on Pro versions.
Yeah, Pro or Enterprise.
Not on Home.
Yeah.
You cannot do this on Home.
a lot of
So
this stuff's locked.
when you're
yeah.
going to comment in the fucking comments and say you can't do it anymore, remember we said Pro.
You can go to a really neat thing called computer management, which is like local Active Directory, but just on your computer, and you can make a user account in computer management, and then you can sign into that one. But
I'm
it still
not
has
gonna-
all the limitations of a local account. So.
It does suck, because doesn't it, like, limit the security then, too? Because my grandma's computer, I could disconnect it from the internet.
Yeah.
Now I couldn't.
Yeah, now it needs to be there.
No, if she signed in with the Microsoft account once and then unplugged, I'm sure they'll still let her use the games and
still has
stuff
to
that's
call home
installed.
every
I'd
so
wonder. I'd wonder, though.
It still has to
Give me
call
that
home every so
Fireball.
often.
Yeah.
Please.
Don't worry, I'm going to get grandma a Neo.
It's
So,
basically that Remember Me option.
That's probably a good idea.
You're
It is a
saying-
good idea.
No, get her an old
I've
M1
loaded
or
up
something.
Microsoft account. I've hit Remember Me, and then I brought it up again, and it said, "Hey, log into your Microsoft account." You're like, I just clicked the fucking Remember Me button, you dick.
Keep me signed in.
The old M1s are still 700.
Even used?
Yeah.
Or you go?
On Amazon. Or I was gonna do that. I was like, oh, I'll just get her an old one. It almost cheaper to go with the Neo now. Especially if you can get that student discount. Anybody know a student?
You
I mean,
can
I
get
still have,
you
I
can
still
get
have my Boston University ID.
It's very
Oh my God,
no,
I
it's
could get
very
grandma a
very
computer for
easy.
$500, like.
Very easy to bypass their student discount stuff.
Yeah,
I
none
still
of my
have-
student account works.
I still have my
anymore.
@bu.edu.
Oh my god.
It's so easy to bypass their student. They basically let you do it for free.
Next.
So the other thing that we wanted to add with that one was the fact that you now have to have the Microsoft account. All your shit's syncing, but that's also a data privacy concern because now all your shit is connected to the web all the fucking time.
Forced OneDrive. Well, you know what? Apple does that with iCloud, so I can't be too
Not
mad.
really. Apple doesn't force it as much as OneDrive does.
The amount of times that I get a pop-up saying, like before I bought iCloud storage, oh, your storage is full, your storage is full. No shit, it's full. I'm not paying for any of it. It's 5
Yeah, but
gigs.
that's only if you tell it you want to store everything there. Like,
That's true. You can
but up
turn that
until
off.
then, like until I bought an iCloud like storage account,
Yeah.
I never stored anything on my Mac in the cloud. Now
Yeah.
I do just because it's easier to sync it everywhere. But
Forced OneDrive is ridiculous.
forced OneDrive is fucking ridiculous. It is a lot, and it's to the point where. All right, so nobody's going to care about this one except for me. But
What do you want? Oh.
if you guys have ever used Microsoft SharePoint,
Yes.
and you get to the point where you're in
Thank you.
Microsoft SharePoint and you're trying to figure out why someone on another computer sees a different screen than you do, and you're on the same fucking page in SharePoint, it's because one of yours, OneDrive, is not syncing because it uses a local cache
Yep.
of fucking SharePoint to show you the files.
Yep.
So if your OneDrive isn't syncing, you can't see what's on SharePoint.
We force everybody to use SharePoint Online because of that. They have to do it in their web browser instead of local.
Well, no, even
Really?
in your browser it'll do it too.
Really?
Yeah, so I've had it now because we use a SharePoint list at work between my staff to keep track of like reviews that we're doing of code. And the problem is like as you check them off, it will remove them from the list because we have a filter that hides them. The problem is I went in the one day and I'm like, I see 14 like in there, but I'm looking at my like coworkers on their screen and there's none. So I'm like, what the fuck? And I like have them bring up one of the ones that I can see on mine, and on their screen it's like completely closed out, completely done. So I'm like trying to figure it out. All of a sudden I look, my OneDrive didn't resync because my password had expired that day. So I had to fucking change my password real quick, log it in, resync, which you have to wait a goddamn year to happen. And
SharePoint sucks.
Then it was finally fucking working again. So if you ever get to the point where your SharePoint on your browser looks wrong, OneDrive.
You talk about UI inconsistencies. Have you ever had to do the SharePoint admin stuff, like on the administrator side at
I've
all?
done a lot of SharePoint.
Well,
I've written.
When's the last time you did that, though?
A
few years?
20? Yeah, it's been like 5 years.
You'll be happy to know SharePoint admin is still exactly the same. So they built out a brand new SharePoint admin center, right? There is not a single option in there that is actually useful. You have to go into advanced
they never
features
work.
and you have to click SharePoint Classic admin and you go right back to the old one.
Well, the funny part is you still have to do that even if you're on SharePoint Online these days. Like if you're trying to edit some of your lists and stuff to make hidden columns or
It'll bring you the classic stuff back.
auto-completes, you have to click Classic or it won't do it.
It's like they started making a new one and then they're like, fuck it. Classic works
UI
fine.
inconsistency, number 2. All right. I think we spent enough time on number 6.
I have
Yes,
one question
Jeff.
that I still think has to do with that because
Yeah,
you brought it
go
up there. To reset your password, is that an admin thing that makes me do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a policy.
It's a policy that says after so many days your account expires.
Man, have you ever got sucked into that?
What do you
'Cause
mean?
it sucks. Because like the way we have it, like it like locks me out of everything.
Yeah.
But then like when I reset it, all the apps have to figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm locked out of my computer for like an hour when that happens.
Yeah, because
yeah,
you have to
at
wait,
best.
and then you have to wait for like Teams to realize that you changed your password, and then it's like Teams is working great. Oh no, it logged me out again.
Yep. But here's the problem. Now that it's Teams, it's even worse.
Yeah.
It used to be like when you had Skype or like fucking, what was it called after Skype before it became fucking Teams?
Was there something in between?
Yeah, there was another name for it. But at that point, if you were logged into Windows and you changed your password, you could lock the computer and unlock it again, and all the shit would relog in automatically.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't do that anymore now that it's apps.
Do you guys have MFA with like Microsoft
I
Authenticator?
do. At work, I have
Yeah.
to every day. It's
Microsoft-
gotta bring up my fucking authenticator app.
Yeah.
Put in the 6-digit code to fucking do this again.
Yep.
Well, we have ours.
There's a remember me button that does nothing.
Yeah.
Well, ours is even worse. And I hate to say worse because I actually really like it being a security person now. Every time you unlock your computer, you have to get a 2FA push. Every single time. You lock your computer to walk away to go to the bathroom and unlock, you have to get a 2FA push.
I mean, I work from home, so there's no
I get
there's no need for that.
I'd get a piss bucket at my fucking desk.
You literally
I
can,
would replace my desk chair with a shitter, and I'd never leave. I'd just shit in there.
we have people trained that if you get up from your desk at any point, you are locking your computer. There is so much
I
sensitive
mean, yes,
data.
we do
Yes.
train people on that.
But if you're
they're in the
working from home,
office.
it's different.
When I was in the office before my last job too, we would tell people as you leave your cubicle, make sure you're locking the computer because you don't want somebody to come over and. But what we did back then was, if you didn't lock your computer, we did what was called a glazing. So we would go in and we would sit on your computer and we would go, "Hey guys, I'm bringing donuts tomorrow."
Oh, you told us this. Yes.
And then you would basically post it to the entire company as that person.
That's awesome.
That's
so
awesome.
one of the first weeks at my new job.
I love that because you have the choice of just bring the donuts, or you have to be like, no, somebody
I
sat
didn't
on
lock my
I
computer.
didn't lock my computer.
Yeah,
you got to
have
pick which
be like,
one
I'm
sucks
bringing
more.
donuts, or I didn't follow the directions today.
Yeah, I'm paying the $12
That's
for
all.
the
It
donuts.
might be worth the fucking trip to Maple.
One of the first weeks that I was at my new job, and before that I was at the hospital, so we had smart cards. And you know what smart cards are, right?
No.
So it's called, the one we
should've
had was
said yes.
They're
Imprivata.
RFID cards.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're able to
okay.
just touch your card
start
and
when
you.
you touch it to the door.
okay.
Like, boom.
Yes, I know what that is.
I was going to say you program them to the fucking gym. How do you not know what they are?
I know what an RFID card is. That's not what he said. He said
That's
a smart
what- that's
card. I
what they
figured it was
call
fucking
them.
some
Sorry.
Apple
That's the
thing
same
that fucking
fucking
Tim Cook
thing.
shit out of his ass.
That's what Windows calls them.
Yeah, Windows refers them to as smart cards.
Oh.
So even our
Can't wait for
laptops,
Apple to
our
do it.
laptops had a little thing underneath because they were plastic and you could tap your card. And desktops had a little badge scanner. You just scan to log in.
Okay.
So when I would walk away, I just went like this to lock my computer. I forgot to lock my computer at my new job because we didn't have those. Security guy goes to my desk and he deletes all my desktop icons off of my screen. But before he did that, he took a screenshot and then saved my desktop to make it look like I had all my icons.
Oh my
It's like the oldest joke in the book.
That's the
funny.
fucking internet is down. Have you ever seen that? You've never seen the internet is
I
down?
don't think so, no.
Oh, I will have to show you that after this because I'm not taking up time on this, but we will show you that right after this episode.
Okay. But
All right.
yeah, that taught me to lock my computer. But yeah, the 2FA pushes to unlock your computer is ridiculous. Microsoft Authenticator also fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I hate the 2-digit fucking 54. It's
weird.
68.
All right, let's move on
Sorry.
to number 7, integration of new features. Noah, you put this one on there?
Did I?
Yes, you did.
Oh,
Which would have been the Copilot.
this pissed me off because we got downgraded to Copilot Basic recently, and there was a while there where Microsoft was pushing Copilot really fucking hard on Windows to the point where you couldn't do any like normal shit without it asking, "Hey, you want to use Copilot for this? Yeah. Hey, you want to use?" So, I don't know if you guys have opened Word recently, but if you open a blank document in Word now, at the top of Word, it'll say...
It already says Copilot.
Yeah, it'll say, describe to me what you want to write today. It's like, no, sir, I want to write a fucking SOP. Leave me alone. Just let me just write the SOP.
Fucking Clippy's back, dude.
It's even worse.
And he's dumber.
Yeah, Clippy knew what he was doing back then.
At least Clippy fucking got it right most of the time.
Fucking Microsoft
Like,
Bob.
Fucking 2026, the resurrection of Clippy.
Yeah.
We're gonna fucking have it. It's gonna be a movie.
So I just feel like Microsoft, and we could go back to a million different policies and things, and new features and stuff they put in over the years, where they're just so half-baked. They'll start really fucking hard, and they'll push it.
Like
they will
Edge?
put, yeah, Edge
Like
sucked
Edge?
at first.
Like Edge?
Edge
Still sucks?
Edge
Like
sucked
Edge?
at first. Edge sucked at first.
Still sucks.
It didn't use Chromium in the beginning.
Still sucks even with Chromium.
So they'll push really hard, and then all of a sudden they just stop. And we could go, pretty much all of these things on this list can go back to number 7. UI inconsistencies, number 7. They'll start integrating something brand new, and then they'll go, we're going to cut that team.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
That's true.
So
But they don't usually don't put a button on the keyboard, right? Because like the Windows 11 ones, they have to have a Copilot button on the keyboard to make sure that it's compatible with 11, the new ones they make, right?
No,
It's so fucked up.
It's that, and so they pretty much held these computer manufacturers at ransom. They said if you don't put this key on, you won't get the discounts for Windows OEM licenses anymore, and you won't be called a Windows AI compatible PC. So they wouldn't let you use Copilot on the computer at all.
Wow.
So that pretty much were forced into. So I actually saw people complaining about this the other day. They were like, "You took my right control key away." Like, who the fuck used their right control key?
I didn't even know it was there.
I didn't even know there was a.
The only time would be Control P, because that was on this side.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can't think of what I would have used it for.
Control P
Mine was the nicest, shiniest, brand new key on the keyboard. I've never touched it.
You know what I used it for? I lie. I used it for Control-Alt-Delete. Because the delete's over here.
Oh, he's right. The delete's over here. No, yeah, but I don't Control-Alt-Delete.
Yeah.
That was a Control-Alt-Delete was a two-handed gesture,
you
man.
can do it with you can do it with one like this.
No, I need the computer to know I'm upset. I'm using both hands.
You don't have to do Control-Alt-Delete at work?
Hey, I'm going to teach you a secret.
I know what that does. Why would I do it at work?
To unlock your computer?
No,
they don't.
No, Windows L to lock it.
See, we force our users in a group policy to do Control-Alt-Delete.
Nowadays, you don't have to. Windows, you just hit the up arrow. It just boop,
doesn't do that.
Even mine at home does
not with our group policy.
Yeah, with group policy, you can force it. But
yeah, we force Control-Alt-Delete. I don't know why we do it, honestly.
Just to make
because everybody in the company's never mind.
What were you gonna say?
Well, the company's gonna know to do that. So, like, if you want to do donuts and fuck with their computer, he's gonna know the Control-Alt-Delete thing.
But you still have to put in your password.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why another step? I don't understand.
Why do we have 2FA? No, actually, I know why we have 2. Anyways.
Why does everything happen? Okay.
Are we
What
good?
is the meaning of life?
Are we good on number 7, gentlemen?
We're good.
I'm done with number 7.
Moving on.
Number 8. This one I put on there. I love that it put sequential configuration processes.
You told it to me professional.
I don't even remember. Oh, I do remember.
My original list was wizards everywhere.
Windows has wizards everywhere.
Yeah, and here's the thing, right?
Fucking Hogwarts.
In the past, I didn't care as much, but I noticed it. But now that I've started to use Linux a lot more, and I use Mac a good bit, I never have to go through a wizard usually. Now, I will say on Mac, there are a couple of things that make you go through wizards if it's installed in some sort of package where to make you go through the wizard. But most applications on Mac, you're just dragging the app into the applications folder and it's fucking done.
Because the file has already... Sorry. The file has already been extracted. Correct. It's the whole application is what you're downloading in that mounted disk drive.
That is just so impressive of Mac that you can just drag it in there.
It's been like that forever.
If you want to uninstall it, you click on it and drag it to the trash or hit delete, and the whole program's gone. It's
been like that forever,
impressive.
Though.
And
yeah.
With Linux, it gets nice because you can literally just type in sudo apt-get install, tell it what you want, or if you're on Mac, you can do brew. If you have home brew installed, you can do brew install whatever. So you can get to that point where you do everything from command line. And you don't have to worry about what fucking URL to look up or what page to go to download the fucking version. It'll do it for you automatically.
Yeah.
But Windows, when you download something, first off, got to make sure it's the right fucking version. Don't get the ARM64 or the x86 64. You don't know what the fuck they are if you actually don't deal with IT.
Right.
And then when you get it, if it's an MSI file, it's going to walk you through just a bit of steps, but it's going to freeze every fucking thing up while it waits to finish. Or you're going to get a wizard that's going to say, click next, click next, click next. Click next. And then now some of the wizards have like, do you want to install this fucking toolbar on there? No, I don't. No, I want you to fucking get rid of the goddamn toolbar and do not auto check it to say that I want to install HTML.
Or have you ever seen the ones where it's unchecked, but you don't read the fucking line, and the line says, if you check this box, it will add the toolbar. Like, because normally the checkbox is, do not add this toolbar. It'll actually be the opposite. And then people will check it, and they get the toolbar.
I haven't ran into that yet, but I have seen.
But I wouldn't be surprised.
But Windows,
we downloaded LimeWire back in the day where you would like,
dude, you're
it was like fucking matrixing through that fucking install.
You were able to see Google this big, and then by the end of that installer, Google was this big. I remember my dad seeing my computer for the first time, and toolbars was all the whole fucking. I was like this trying to watch YouTube. I'm like,
yeah. Well, you could after that you could download Baby Hit Me One More Time.
Yeah. But I mean, with number 8, it's funny because you technically can install from the command line, but you still have to download that MSI or that EXE, and then you have to make a notepad, and you have to type in the install command, and you have to point it to the right directory. Then you can run it as a batch file, and then it'll install silently.
So Windows is fucking up all this shit that we talked about. They won't fix that fucking shit.
You know what's the worst part of that stuff too is when you get one of those wizards, and that wizard is just the self extractor of the install.
Yeah,
so you do the way you're like, it's installed.
There's 7-zip, and you're like, motherfucker!
And now it's opening another wizard on top of that wizard. The ones back in the day where it would make your whole fucking screen blue. You remember those? And it would just have the name of the fucking program in the top
just
left.
be like white, like up here, and say like Adobe PDF.
And that, it would make your whole screen blue, and then it would be a little tiny install
and there'd be a
window.
little tiny box here, and you'd be like,
hey, you'd be doing something in the background. No, fuck that. You're seeing all blue, bitch.
All right, so I can't understand why wizards can't go away.
No.
You can do homebrew in Windows, so we can get rid of them, but nobody does. So I wish they would, but most things you install for Windows still have a fucking wizard, regardless. Now, I'm going to move directly into number 9.
Do it.
The Windows Registry.
I don't know what that is.
Who knows what the fuck it is?
Here, this is what it used to look like.
Doug, do you know? Oh yeah!
You remember that?
Yeah.
The fucking.
It's pretty much
I forgot about those.
It's pretty much a little black book of all the things that have fucked Microsoft at some point in time. Because if you install something on your registry, it basically puts a notch in your headboard and says, "Hey, I was here," but it never removes it. So if you uninstall the apps and stuff, they mostly just sit there as broken fucking registry keys. But sometimes they interfere with other things. So then sometimes you have to remove them. Or sometimes the version that you need to install needs you to forcefully reboot the fucking computer so that Windows Registry can purge itself to come back up again.
So you're telling me when I uninstall a program, it's still in there?
Somewhere. It's got traces.
Remnants of it, yeah.
Because
the whole
it doesn't
program
do what
will be
Mac
gone.
Does and
those
makes it nice.
those registry keys will never be addressed unless you reinstall the software.
Yeah, if you reinstall it, they will never be called by that software.
Yeah.
But
unless
they
some
could
other
be
software
called
the same thing.
No, there'll be a different registry key for that.
No, but you could get you could Trojan horse somebody else's registry key if you figured that they had something. Yeah.
What's so funny
Doug, did you know what the fuck he just said?
Trojan horse. You know what a Trojan horse is?
Yeah, I do. I was just fucking with Doug. Okay. There's no fucking way Squirrel Picture Man knew what the fuck he just said.
You know what a Trojan is. You can put two and two together.
You take more pictures of just squirrels. It just always comes to my head. I'm sorry, Doug.
Hey, his poisonous newt was fucking awesome.
It was. That was sick.
His voice. I thought it was Steve Irwin for a minute, but it was the Doug father.
Do you watch? Are you
Good job,
subscribed?
Doug. Good job.
To
Doug?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. Sure.
He was on the show 4 fucking times before he subscribed to our own show.
True.
That's not true. I used one of my other YouTube accounts so you guys felt better about the subscriber count.
We lost one today. Did you see that?
No, we're at 194.
Yep.
So
they're gonna miss the top 10 bitches about fucking Windows.
The registry is the wild, wild fucking west of Windows. Have you ever seen the registry? Have you ever seen what it looks like? I'll show you on my computer after the
I
episode.
100% have seen it.
You know what's so funny about it is almost every issue you've ever had with your computer, any sort of error or anything, could almost always be fixed with the registry edit. And you know what the registry edit is? You're going to break down 15 different subsets. So you're going to go like from the start, and then you're going to branch down, and then there's like 50 things, and then you branch down from one of those, and it's another 50 things. One of those little fucking things, you're going to click it, and you're going to click edit, and you're going to change a 0 to a 1. It's going to fix your whole fucking problem.
But it's got to be a D word value.
And you have, don't use a string. Don't use
Can't
a string.
be a string. It's got to be set to a D word value so it actually correlates to a 0 or 1 binary code.
But what's so funny
Because if you do a
is
string and a 1 and 0, it'll think it's a 0 or 1.
it's always the last thing that I want to do. I never want to be in the registry because you could fuck up your computer so bad. If you accidentally use a string value or you click the wrong thing, they don't self-heal.
The first thing you do when you hit regedit, you back up the registry current as it is. You save a backup instantly. You should.
I don't do that.
He doesn't, but you should.
He's Wild Wild West over here.
Yeah.
He's Jim
But
West.
if you're Joe and you want to fix the
West.
fucking start
Jim
menu and
West.
move it, you're going to have to use the regedit because that's the only
What are
way
you doing?
to fix it.
Oh, images. Oh my God.
And this looks exactly the same to Windows 11. This is what it looks like. Yeah.
Actually, this is Windows 11, but it's not changed much. They just made it more curvy.
Oh, that would have been fine.
Open image.
Where?
A new tab right there.
Click.
Yes. That's the registry editor. It looks stupid.
See how these are D words and that's 0 or 1? That's on and off.
Oh, really?
So you're going to branch down. You see all these branches. This guy's branched out. You see how tiny that fucking scroll bar is? This guy's branched down 5 different times to get to this folder.
Yeah, notice he's in computer,
yeah.
local machine, software, because it will also have local user. It'll have current user. So this means local machine software. So this is for every user on this computer. He's making this change.
And then he can go into any one of these and change them from like a 0 to a 1. And then these, I've never really dealt with any of these. I get scared dealing with anything in the registry.
It depends what they are. Most of them are just going to be points to a different registry key.
There's a lot of things in older versions of Windows where it required you to make new registry edits and things to make software work. I feel like you don't have to really deal with the registry nowadays as much.
Yeah, because they put it in the fucking wizard.
But every time I've made a registry edit, it scares the shit out of me.
Looks scary. Looks
yeah.
like I'm playing with my computer's nipples.
You can go right here. You can go to File. You can go to.
You said I'm turning it on or turning it off. I'm fucking with my computer's nipples.
Yeah, file save.
Yeah,
I
you
never
can
thought about
save
that.
a backup instantly. So
That's a funny fucking joke, damn it.
It
Sorry.
wasn't that good.
It was fucking funny.
So,
Doug thought it was funny.
yeah, he's really laughing over there. Is that how you laugh, Doug?
That's not how Doug laughs.
He doesn't know. He only met him once
All
on
right.
a video call for an hour.
I've bitched
Was
about the registry.
Noah was here for that.
Yes, he was here for that.
Yes, I was here for that.
All right, number 10.
Joe, this one is.
Number 10.
Now, I would say this one is not exactly a Windows-specific problem, but it does happen on Windows more often. The power management issues, the auto-wake, the auto-sleep.
Is this me?
Yes.
Hey, it's my turn again.
Before you get into it, you know what you can do? You can make a registry edit to fix that.
No, before you get
Well, I
into
didn't know that when I
the
made number 10.
The best part was Joe goes, my computer won't auto-wake or auto-sleep, and I went, oh, you mean this PC? And he was like, what?
Oh, yeah.
Because it hasn't been my computer since fucking Windows XP.
Yeah, because it's not anymore.
It's
It's
this
not
PC.
your computer.
No,
It's Microsoft.
This
It's
PC.
It's Microsoft's computer.
Yeah.
It's not yours anymore.
Oh, the other thing. You know the registry edit we just showed you? You could do that. You could change one of those D-word values, and you could have your taskbar on the left, too.
We already said that. Where were you?
Oh, I didn't hear him say that.
I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. That's what.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now that you see the registry, that's how you go to one of these D-word values, and you could change one of those zeros to a 1, and it'll make your taskbar go to the left.
See, it was. Oh, I'm sure they stuck around. If you stuck around for 50 minutes from the beginning and you learned
And
that,
you saw our first TikTok about
you're
it, too.
welcome.
Yeah. All right. So
All
go
right,
ahead and
so
make your-
yeah, because the thing that pisses me off about Windows is you do nothing and then shit stops working. Like it worked yesterday, it worked today. I didn't install shit. All I did was go to work and came back, and all of a sudden Windows has invented problems. And you're like, what the fuck? This is one of them. My computer, I used to let it sit there, and then after 2 hours, I have it set, go to sleep. Like, if I don't touch anything, go to sleep. So when I would go to bed at night, I could just leave it there, and it would automatically go to sleep. That doesn't happen anymore. It's
just
just
stays
awake all the time now for no fucking reason. And then I used to be able to remote in, and I went into the BIOS and I fixed it because it didn't work when I first got the computer. And it said need to have fucking network, whatever the fuck. And I was
Wake
like,
on
yep,
LAN, turned on. Yeah.
exactly, on, great, worked great for about 6 months. And now I have Windows that doesn't work anymore. I was like, oh, got switched off in the BIOS. Maybe some fucking update. Nope, go in there. It still says yes.
Me-
You're like, okay,
it's probably
went in
not
there.
Windows.
Me and
Fucking
you could
turned
fix
it
that in
off.
about 5 seconds.
Yes,
probably.
and I guarantee.
Oh,
it's
you
not-
know where we're going after the podcast? We're going upstairs, motherfuckers.
You know what?
Probably
it-
not Windows. It's probably. So here's what it probably is.
Both
in most-
reasons?
In most apps today, it gives you the option to allow you to download local files from other people on your network. Steam is the fucking worst at this. Because
Oh,
if you
yeah.
don't check it, it'll try to download it from your computer.
Yeah,
So if
that's the
Maddie's trying to
worst.
get a game
And it's
it
so
sees it on your
slow.
computer, it'll download it from yours.
I
and
never
that'll
knew
keep yours
that.
awake the entire time because it's still transmitting network data.
I
You
turned
know what
that
I
shit
was
off.
thinking? If it's
But
not
that can happen, or updates do that too now.
If it's-
Updates
Well, no.
will share between windows.
Actually, I figured it out for a little while
yeah.
that my controller.
Sorry, I didn't want that to blow out your clip.
Appreciate
You want
it.
to start that again? Sorry.
I don't remember what I said.
Your controller.
But, yeah, so my computer wouldn't go to sleep because I left my controller, my Xbox controller, plugged into USB.
It
So it's
stayed
like,
on.
So it never
unplug
goes off,
that.
yeah.
Now it started, and now nope, something else now. That I figured it out once, and Windows is like, "Fuck you, motherfucker! Here's another one." Like, and now it doesn't work anymore, and you're like, "God damn it!"
I
Like
have
something else then.
I have two possible things that it could be. One that's less likely is your mouse DPI is so sensitive that your mouse is moving in micro.
It won't
little-
wait for the mouse. It only waits
Oh,
for
okay.
the keyboard.
Okay. The second
try.
thing is we're going to go back to number
not
2. We're going to go back to number 2, and we're going to go to edit power plan, and we're going to go into advanced power settings. And I bet you have one of those things set to never go to sleep. It's probably deep in those advanced power settings.
Oh, because I didn't get to the XP window.
Yeah.
I only went to the fluffy window.
That's why I said you have to go to number 2 because you can still get to the power plan.
I'm pretty sure I
options.
did. I watched YouTube videos.
Wow.
I did.
We'll make a registry edit. We'll fix it right up.
I know. I don't want to fix it. Why doesn't Windows just work? That's why we had to do this whole list.
All right, ladies, we've made them stick around long enough. They've already been here almost an hour. They've listened to our 10 complaints. Joe, would you like to go into your non-Windows complaint and tell people what it
Okay.
is? So we
Wait,
can rate it?
it's a
Kenny-
generic reported user issue.
Kenny said this is not a Windows issue, but I only experience it on Windows. I wouldn't experience something stupid like this on Mac or even a Raspberry Pi, I'm sure, because they're not that dumb. But
Well,
Windows
no.
has so much shit going on in the
Go ahead
background.
and
Hey, you can run Windows on Raspberry Pi, okay?
Go ahead and complain, and then I'll fill in some gaps.
He's going to tell you why my complaint is stupid. But
Exactly.
this
That's
is
why I'm
my
here.
that all of a sudden I used to have Corsair RAM in my computer from when I got it, and I used to be able to go in there and I could make the RAM like pretty colors and whatever, you know, that dumb shit you do when you first get a computer and then never do it ever again. So I went in there and I changed the colors every.
Hold right there. How many
Opus
of you
isn't
at
like
home?
that.
How many of you at home change your color on your RAM?
Mine
None of you? None of you. Oh, your laptop doesn't offer that. Oh, I thought so. Oh, sorry.
Mine
Let's
is
go
in
back to your
Bluetooth. You
complaint.
know what
There-
mine does? It just turns on or off.
Now we're going to let you set up for your Opus clip on this one.
So
Opus.
I thought I did. So, how come when I change the color on my RAM in my computer, all of a sudden my Logitech headset from my Corsair RAM, now my Logitech headset won't let me connect to Discord?
That's fucking hilarious.
What kind of Windows shit is that?
You know
Why
it's a
does this
Corsair
random
issue.
shit affect random shit. But if I leave the RAM alone, the headset works fine. They're not even the same company using the same app.
Why do you need to change the color?
Because it's pretty.
Does your RAM still work?
Yeah.
Does it still randomly access memory?
Yeah.
Then who fucking cares what color it is?
Because it's white and it's really bright.
Oh my god.
I have to leave it really bright. It's like I'm staring at a flashlight while I'm playing games.
So why does it have to connect to Bluetooth?
It's not Bluetooth. That's just what he said.
No,
Oh,
what's happening is that when he changes the color, it probably changes the voltage going to the RAM lights.
Oh, I see.
And whatever it is taking voltage away from whatever USB controller he was just using for his headset. So I think the fix, and we've figured this out before, is to unplug it and plug it in to a different USB port.
And it just
And it
happens
works
to be
again.
because it's Corsair. You tried to associate the two.
Because it works. worked. And then Corsair didn't
Because your
update.
motherboard is Corsair. Corsair is not Windows. It's not Microsoft.
I'm fucking Corsair.
This is a hardware issue, motherfucker.
But Windows is running on the hardware.
But
so
you know
I'm
what?
blaming
Even if you wanted to buy new RAM, you couldn't afford it right now.
You're
so.
right.
Right?
I'm happy the
better just
RAM
leave
is
the color.
working. We're gonna bitch about it and then move on.
Yeah, don't
I've
touch
had
the
a-
color. Yeah,
I've
that
had a
costs you
bad
some
week.
fucking pretty pennies.
Right? We're like, it's white and we're leaving it.
How
Like,
much RAM do you have right now?
Oh, I'd have to 32, I think.
How much does it cost right now? Like that
Oh,
costs probably like
way.
a grand,
Whoa.
right? Like a grand.
Yeah.
You know how much fucking 32 cost last year? They were pretty much giving it away. It was like
$32
It was like $200 maybe. Fucking crazy. Yeah, so you better just leave it alone.
It's working. I'm
Just put a piece of gaff tape right
I
there
had to
so
put
it blocks it.
because it's such a dumb issue.
But
And-
it's not a Windows problem,
And
which
like-
is why I put it at the
I know,
bottom.
but
I left your
Look how mad he is.
problem.
But how would you? I'm so proud of myself that I figured it out. How the fuck would you figure that out? That the color of the RAM was what was fucking it up.
Because most people don't
you
change
know-
the color of the fucking RAM.
You know what? It probably wasn't even the color of the RAM. You were just fucking around and it decided to start working again. Fuck
Oh my
you.
god, I haven't tried it lately. What if they fucking pushed an update and they're like, I don't know, this one guy said about his RAM fucking his headset. Let's push that update. And I've never fucking tried it
They
again.
changed one thing in the registry. It was one registry edit. They changed a 0 to a 1. Did you guys see that this has the Mac window behind it? I just noticed.
Yeah,
that.
that's all right.
Our graphics design team is a very
They're fired.
underpaid.
Hey, they did really well down here. The Wizards are in the correct place.
All right. So we did our top 10 list plus one bonus Joe one.
And we're still going to use Windows no matter what happens.
Because
so
we have to, and
yeah.
that's the standard in the industry.
They are our
We have to use
overlords.
it for work, but other than actually, I'll say this: we don't have to use it for work anymore.
I do.
No, you don't,
Why not?
because most things now are written in Linux, and Microsoft even uses Linux.
I mean, yeah, I have an ARM PC, and Windows
It
on ARM
uses-
is based on that. So.
It uses the WSL for the most part, because if you're running Docker in your computer, you're running that anyway. And if you ran a Linux machine specifically and needed to do something in Windows, you could run a Wine emulator.
I have to use Windows at work because we use Windows devices, and I'm forced to use a Windows device.
I know what wine is, and I tried to use it once, and it didn't work.
Even our devs have to use Windows. Sorry, guys.
See, our devs at work don't.
You know what they did though? They installed Slack the other day. Fuckers.
Yeah, we don't have Slack. We have Teams.
They have Slack to talk to their other devs. Assholes.
All right. Well, thank you for sticking around this long. And hi, Kim. Hi, Doug. And thanks for watching this long.
Later.
Fuck Microsoft!
All right. If you've been here before, you know I'm going to say visit the TikTok, the Instagram, the fucking YouTube. Click the button down below. Send this to some random stranger you've never met before. And if there's a new social media we don't know about, put us on there too, motherfucker.